The engine hummed softly as Mike, Jake, and Ryan cruised down the desolate highway, the moon casting an eerie glow over the deserted road. The trio of teenage friends had embarked on this journey seeking adventure, but little did they know that adventure would soon turn into a nightmare they couldn't escape. Laughter and banter filled the car as they reminisced about old times, the thrill of the open road fueling their excitement. But as they rounded the bend, their carefree journey took a terrifying turn. A deafening screech pierced the air, and the world spun into chaos as their car careened out of control. The sickening crunch of metal echoed in Mike's ears as they slammed into the guardrail, the impact sending them tumbling into darkness. When he came to, his head pounding and vision blurred, Mike's first instinct was to reach for his phone. With trembling hands, he snapped a quick picture of the wreckage, the flashing light illuminating the twisted metal and shattered glass. Shaken but alive, Mike quickly sent the photo to his family group chat, along with a brief message to reassure them. But as he waited for their responses, a sense of dread washed over him. The replies came flooding in, each one more frantic than the last. His heart sank as he read their messages, his blood turning to ice in his veins. They didn't see the wreckage or the damage. All they saw were the figures lurking in the shadows. Mike's hands shook as he scrolled back up to the photo, his breath catching in his throat as he saw it for himself. There, in the driver's seat, was a ghostly figure, its twisted features contorted in a silent scream. And in the back seat, two shadowy shapes loomed ominously, their eyes glowing with malevolent intent. He glanced over at Jake and Ryan, their faces pale with shock. They were seeing it too. They weren't alone in that car. They were being watched by something sinister, something otherworldly. Panic clawed at the edges of Mike's mind as he turned to his friends. They knew then that they weren't just in a car accident. They had stumbled into something far more sinister, something that would haunt them for the rest of their days. As they sat there in the wreckage, the darkness closing in around them, Mike couldn't shake the feeling that they were being hunted, that whatever had caused the crash was still out there, lurking in the shadows, waiting to claim them as its next victims. Hours passed as they waited for help to arrive, each minute feeling like an eternity. The air was thick with tension as they huddled together, the eerie silence broken only by the occasional sound of rustling leaves or distant footsteps. But just as they were beginning to lose hope, the headlights of another car appeared on the horizon, cutting through the darkness like a beacon of salvation. Relief washed over them as they were rescued from the clutches of the highway from hell. As they were driven away from the scene of the accident, Mike couldn't shake the feeling that they had narrowly escaped something far worse than death. And as the echoes of their screams faded into the night, he knew that their nightmare was far from over.